Often you must have seen on your Facebook timeline that many people have put sad pictures or statuses so that you can understand that they have been affected by a shock. Now, why do these people do this? So actually these people want you to judge these people based on their status or pictures that they have been treated something bad, or that life is not doing good with these people. This is actually part of the feel better policy because people get peace by telling others about their sorrows. Because these people can't share with someone, that's why they support quotations or pictures. Now, there will be a large number of people watching this video who will definitely have some kind of sorrow and shock. Someone must have broken heart. Someone must not forget their failure. Someone must be worried about the recent breakup, and someone must be sad to break trust again and be humiliated. And not only this, but many people are affected by such shocks even after a long time can't return back toward a normal life. Rather, their thought process stops at the same point that if this hadn't happened, it would have been so much better. Now, if you are also a victim of such a problem, that is, you have had some failure or a breakup, and especially look at number 2 for a breakup, and you are constantly thinking about your own negative things because of an event that is coming in the same way. So in today's video, I will give you 100% practical tips to get out of such unexpected shocks and move forward, on which you will improve yourself very much. And you will feel better and lighter. If you are on this channel for the first time today, then subscribe to the channel to watch more videos. Number 1, accept the event that had happened to you being a reality-based person. First of all, you should forget that life will always be a bed of flowers for you. Because not only humans, but every creature, even a small insect, may struggle to be alive. So if you have been affected by any shock, then instead of giving up and sitting down, accept it realistically that yes, this has really happened to you. Because often your subconscious mind prevents you from accepting such unpleasant events. So until you accept this situation, you will never be able to move forward. For example, if you have failed in any mission and your friends have passed it, or your cousins have got a job except you, then instead of imagining it as a disgrace, you should create more courage within yourself and think that life does not end with one failure. I will prepare myself with more hard work and dedication next time. At such times, many people, even parents, hurt you, and you take a wrong step in anger. So always stay focused and think that this is your life and you will not disturb it by anyone's talks. Number 2, write the details of the events that happened to you on a regular page. Number 2, you must have heard about this, or maybe read about a poet somewhere that how he started writing poetry after breaking his heart. So, actually writing poetry after breaking the heart or putting your feelings on the page helps to reduce the effects of that specific shock. So understand that this is a bonus benefit of writing your feelings that will happen to you. Because I did not tell you to write the details of the event because of this benefit. The real purpose of writing the details of the event is that when you sit to write the details, you will think well about the event. And while creating the sentences during writing, you will get such points about the event that you will never think about. And in reality, you will see the whole pattern of the event that what actually happened to you. So, whether any bad event has happened to you, write about it. Whether it is a breakup. By the way, if you are worried about the breakup, then one tip for that is that you should also write about all the negative and bad things of second person, so that you will know that in getting rid of such a person will surely keep you safe. The second tip is that if you have some things about that person from which that person reminds you, then get rid of those things as well. And the third tip is to go out and make more friends. And the most valuable tip is that as a realistic person, avoid excessive and ending relationships, but perhaps you do these things to avoid loneliness, but in reality it will increase more loneliness in your life. Now, it is true that it seems very tempting while watching the lives of different characters in dramas or films you wish that it should happen to you as well. But the reality is that, in reality, it does not happen to those actors or actresses. That's why you should be the realistic one, and do not consider real life as a drama life, because it is not like that. Number 3. Keep your eyes always open. Every incident in our life gives us to some extent a lesson. So instead of getting upset and sitting down, we should think that now we cannot rewind life and end that pain. But we can learn something from it. Some people say that we are shocked because our relatives have given us pain. Therefore, such people should understand that we are saddened by the same things that we keep in the category of loved ones. If someone has made disloyalty on you or cheated on you, then instead of crying for the same person all your life, you can learn that in future, you will not trust blindly anyone while building a new relationship. I will not say that you should start doubting, but you will not trust more than necessary. Similarly, if someone has broken your trust and you have given your secret to someone, then next time try to share your secret with someone so that you know his secret too, so that he can think 10 times before misbehaving to you. For do not be shocked by crying. You must have heard people saying that men should not cry or that a weak man cries, and so on. If men's crying was so bad, then surely nature would not have given men tear glands and would not have connected them with the heart. It is necessary to understand that crying will naturally relieve the shock and burden of the heart. Whereas such people who do not cry due to shyness, they are constantly victims of stress and often even come to the point of suicide, or such people become addicted to drugs. Therefore, if you have been shocked by something, someone has broken your heart or cheated on you, then cry once freely so that your heart can be relieved. If you have a friend in your life, or a brother or sister or a parent who is such a person who understands you, then it is very useful to share your pain or cry in front of him. If you do not have anyone in your life with whom you can share your pain, or if you do not want to cry in front of anyone, then cry in front of your Lord alone. Believe that you will be in the state peace that you will never look back. 5. Listen to the people around you whenever you hurt or face any kind of shock. Instead of asking why it was so bad with me, you look at the people around you and listen. You will see that if someone does not have clothes to wear, then someone is being humiliated for 2 meals. If someone does not have anything to give to his children due to poverty, while others live like orphans despite having parents. And these viewers will tell you that your pain is not in the face of people's problems. A few days ago, a man told the story of his niece that a few days ago, the engagement of my niece's choice broke, which shocked him because the boy's interest had gone somewhere else, and he left everything in shock. So once, we forcefully took her out for a walk where a 10 to 12-year-old kid was selling some stuff. Just like that, I asked him his name, and so on. The kid told me that his parents had passed away and that he worked for his 2 younger sisters because his uncle wasn't willing to support them. When his niece heard this, she started crying immediately and asked to go home. When she got home, she first apologized to her parents. Gradually, her behavior started improving because she realized that she still had many loving relationships. Number 6, don't let your past dictate your present and future. Often people don't understand that our past is for learning, not for ruining our present and future. Because what has happened in the past cannot be changed, but if you keep remembering the sorrows and traumas of the past in your present, your hands will become emptier. For example, if someone has humiliated you in the past, forget it because time never stays the same. If you had to face humiliation at that time, a good time is also waiting for you in the future, so never let go of hope. You must have heard that despair is equivalent to death, and this is because technically you are admitting that your circumstances can never improve. Number 7. Don't blame yourself. Often, trauma occurs where neither you nor anyone else is at fault. For example, the sudden death of a very close friend, sibling, or parent can cause severe trauma. Therefore, it is better to accept such a situation as fate and move on. One way to mitigate such trauma is to fulfill a wish of the deceased person. For instance, if your father wished for you to become a doctor, work tirelessly to fulfill his wish. You will feel as if they're still around. You may have noticed that many people become extremely silent after experiencing such trauma, suppressing all their feelings, which is extremely harmful. Therefore, it is essential to express whatever you feel, whether it's sadness, anger, or frustration. You can keep a diary or talk to your relatives and friends. And finally, the most effective way is to help others. For example, visit an orphanage, help the poor, or help a poor person start a business. This will give you a sense of true happiness and help you forget about the trauma.